Hi guys, Claire here. After I finished part 8 of Geology and NephilimFree, I discovered that he had made a video response to one of my subscribers, Nele1978, concerning evaporites. It was astonishing, as much of his work. And this video is a response to that. It's dedicated to Nele1978, and you may consider it a supplement to Part 8 of Geology and NephilimFree.
This is her. I appreciate you debating the topic with me. Let's see. No, in other words, what she really says is, I'm here to indoctrinate you and change your mind about Jesus Christ.
I believe it would be reasonable for a sane person to ask at this point, what has Jesus got to do with how evaporites form?
Creation has been the way of thinking for all of humanity ever since, evolutionists come up with their cockamamie ideas. You're the new kid on the block.
You mean like understanding the hydrologic cycle, that rain and snow are part of natural processes, that they aren't beneficences from some god, or that thunder and lightning are natural processes, or volcanic eruptions and earthquakes are natural processes, that droughts are part of a natural process, that sort of thing. That's the new kid on the block you're talking about.
Evaporates. Okay, what she's talking about here is mineral pools that are created over time by water splashing over a natural dam or a dike or something, or from the sea, and evaporates and then leaves its minerals behind, and then a splash of more water, and then a little more evaporates. And the evolutionists claim this can only take place over vast amounts of time.
You haven't got a clue as to how evaporites form, have you, Neph? By pool, you referring to things like, the Dead Sea, or the Great Salt Lake, or thousands of isolated bays called sabkas in coastal environments near deserts, that sort of thing? That's what you mean by pool? Do you really think it just splashes and then evaporates and then splashes again? That's your understanding of evaporites?
But what you point to as an evaporate in this strata that were created by the flood, which is most of the strata on the earth, you're pointing to nothing more than a mineral pool. Minerals collected by water and dumped somewhere. There are such things as mines. Your little evaporates are nothing compared to the massive quantities of iron and coal and salt.
Neph, salt is an evaporite.
And lead, and other things that are found in the earth. So when you point to some calcium deposit somewhere and you say, look, an evaporate, maybe not.
What do you mean maybe? Salt, gypsum, and anhydrite are, by definition, evaporites. That's how they form. It's well understood. The chemistry is well understood. Jesus, you're ignorant.
Where is it found, though? Is it found in shallow sediment? Well, it might have been created since the flood. Is it found, in the Cretaceous, or Jurassic? Well, then it was created during the flood. It wasn't an evaporate. You see, it's minerals collected by water that were in the earth and pooled together.
I've heard more intelligent discourse from the village idiot where I was born. Neph, evaporites are minerals.
Your little evaporates are nothing compared to some of the mines I've seen. I've seen copper mine in Butte, Montana.
What the hell do copper mines in Butte, Montana have to do with evaporites, Neph? Completely different process formed them. Evaporites are formed by evaporation. It's well understood. And the process by which the copper ores, and for that matter the lead ores and gold and silver and so forth found in the Rocky Mountain region, the process is reasonably well understood. Maybe I'll explain it to you sometime if I feel like getting frustrated.
I know you don't know this, but do you know that the Bible has probably got at least 100 passages in it that tell us knowledge of the earth in geology that it was not possible for ancient man to have known? Things that only geologists have discovered since the 1950s or 70s. That's right. Science in the Bible that geologists could not have known about until the latter half of the 20th century.
That's super, Neph. One question. If all that great information about the earth has been in the Bible all along, how come guys like you didn't notice it until after geologists made all those great discoveries? You know what I think? I think that malignant brain of yours is turned.
See? You're not a thinker.